great life lesson to lose. Man, I played on some sucky teams growing up.
It's true.
So many people are worried about like, hey, let's make sure. I just want my son or my daughter to play on a good team. I don't care. You know what? I'm looking in the camera. Look at my hat. It's like I have it to the side.
To the side? How's mine look?
It's fine. I mean, was that hat under like a backpack or?
I think it was.
Like were your kids stepping on it?
Yeah. It got
you
caught.
You might want to burn it.
Really?
It's not great.
Is it? Why?
I mean, look at it. It's the most deformed hat or whatever. Like it's terrible. When my hats get like that, I never wear my.
What's wrong with it? I can't even tell.
Bro, take it off and look at it. I wouldn't let my kids wear that. I wouldn't let my worst enemy wear that, bro. But keep it on. It's cool. I mean, you're proud to be
podcast.
from. You're proud to be from Omaha.
Omaha. This represents the area I'm from.
It doesn't represent the area you're from. It looks bad. I've never noticed that.
This is my older one. I have that other one that's newer of this Omaha one that I normally wear during this.
Maybe we need to get you some new hats. How many hats do you own? Like 5?
I probably have like that I wear 3 or 4.
It's just not a great look.
What's the average? What do you think the average person has hats? How many?
Probably 3 or 4, maybe.
3 or 4? How many do you have, you think? 100?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Probably 100.
But you're right. My hat game's benefited from you greatly.
Yeah, all the hats that I don't wear and I think suck, I give them to Paul.
Do you know that I haven't? Do you know what's crazy? I don't know that I ever wore hats before meeting you. Did you know that?
Really?
I like them now. I love wearing them.
Can we thank me for getting him some hats? Do we not remember what you looked like?
That's why I think I started wearing them.
Like in public, the thing that's wild is you'd walk around in public. I was
brave. I had a shaved head.
Didn't we show that in one of the? Yeah, we did show that in one of the episodes. It was just a bad look for you.
Sad.
It was really sad.
I told people I still judge my wife for sleeping with me with that. I'm serious.
Did anyone ever, like when you were just in public, did anyone ever like just hand you cash?
Because I thought I was homeless?
Or like or like something was going on?
No, but I should have tried that at some point to like pretend like I'm homeless.
I don't think that would work.
There's people who do like that'd be an interesting.
No, wait a second. There's people that
do that.
Do that as like a bet?
Don't they, isn't there like YouTube? Haven't you seen that where people act home and then they give people like several $100s when they give them money?
Dog, that's like.
Should we do that?
No, that's like who does it? There's some cat that does it. Do you know who it is, Blake? There's some guy on Instagram that he'll do it. He'll act like he needs a pair of shoes.
Yes.
Or whatever. By the way, that's the worst part about Instagram. I will sit and scroll.
Yeah.
And then I'll find those. And then it's like the coolest thing ever. Then they'll like crowdfund. There was just this one the other day that I watched. And they were in a grocery store. And he goes up and he says, "Hey, is this your wallet?" And he goes, "No." He's riding on a handicap. He's a young guy, but like on a handicap scooter thing. And he had a brain tumor and got diagnosed with cancer. And he goes, "No, I lost my wallet." He goes, "I lost my wallet because I have a brain tumor," and he forgot his wallet. And what ends up happening, he goes, his wife or girlfriend or whatever, and his daughter's there. And he's like, "No, man, I lost it." And he goes, "Well, here's $1,000 for you not just taking the wallet." And he just starts sobbing. The girlfriend or wife starts sobbing. She was worried that they were going to be homeless, living in their vehicle or whatever. Then he crowdfunds. Right? He crowdfunds and has raised over $600,000 for him, and then bought him a new car.
We have got to figure out how to get in front of him. I'm serious. Should
Paul,
we do something like, even though you were smart with your money,
that'd be a tough look for Arise Ventures. We just out there and we act like bad things are happening to us.
That's true. That'd be weird. That'd be manipulative. That wouldn't be good.
That's one of the worst ideas I've ever heard.
Well, I was thinking more of like coming from the angle of
like what
ex-athlete.
I'm gonna limp like my ankle's bad.
Yes.
And what? I'm going to get
No.
500 grand
No.
and then we just put it in the rise pot? That's not how we work.
Do you know what we do? We put 2 casts on each of your legs and on your arms.
Yeah. Now I like where this is going because it's like,
and then
it's going to heal.
And then I wheel you out and you lose your wallet and you start crying. And I'm like, dude, look at him. He's an ex-NFL athlete. He can barely move. And then he says, I'm going to give you $1,000.
No, and then we find out we're not in the right place and someone punches.
It's the wrong person.
I can't walk because I have 2 casts on. And I can't run away. I can't fight.
Or we get jumped.
And I'm just
and
getting
you're just
beat
sitting
up.
there
And
getting,
I don't trust you to protect me.
and we have you in traction, actually. So you can't literally move your arms. You're just getting hit like this.
And you run
But
away.
I protect you. I would protect you.
You run away and don't protect me, but you still get the dog beat out of you because you're so slow.
Yeah, I probably would. But no, I would fight him. I'd fight him. We'd be okay. Trust me.
How many fights did you get in growing up?
I don't know, like 3 legit fights. 3, maybe 4, maybe more.
How old were you?
Biggest one I got was when I was 4 years old. No, I'm joking. Okay.
Could you imagine?
Have I told the stories?
Could you imagine?
Have I told the story? Have I told
in
the
the
stories?
4-year-old room?
Have I told the stories of my fights?
I don't know. If so, I just forgot about them because you've said so many.
Do you want
other
me to
things.
tell you? Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah,
one?
go ahead.
Do you want me to tell you a fight story? Okay.
Is this real or
This
are
is
you
real.
just being
I'm gonna
stupid?
tell complete real fight stories.
Oh wait.
I'm serious.
I'm gonna tell complete real fight stories.
Completely real fight stories.
Okay.
All right. So this isn't fight number 1, but where I got punched in the face, number 1. No, I had been punched in the face before this. Because there was one time I got punched in the face by someone who was like, and then like I like pushed them, you're kind of like caught, and it was like some just cheap shot, right? I didn't like that. That person, I think we had to get like pulled away, but he would have gotten jacked up. Then this one's wild. So I'm a senior in high school and just making horrible decisions.
I get it.
Yeah. Horrible. No, but just bad decisions.
What were you doing?
I don't know.
What was a bad decision?
Everything bad that you can do as a senior in high school, except like not hardcore drugs. But
just like those softcore drugs.
Yeah.
But not like stuff that you're gonna
like this gonna ruin. Well,
I was gonna say softcore drugs.
They can ruin your life pretty quickly.
Ruin you sometimes.
They can ruin you too.
You'd spit go everywhere.
Yeah. So anyway, this kid from my high school, we became friends after this. I might have shared this, but we egged his house.
Well, did he deserve it?
Guess who we?
Sorry.
All right.
No one egg houses.
This was a wild night because it went from we were playing Omaha Central, Bellevue West, Omaha Central at Bellevue West. I got to set this up.
Set it up.
So I always stood in the front, right, like front, and I was in the center for our senior class. That's what seniors do at games. I was always in the front center. He came and took my spot. I said, "What do you?" I said, and I'm the guy who I would always be the one heckling the people that were at the lines. I got threatened by, I'm not going to say his name.
Say it. What are they going to do?
Just
beat you up?
Because he'll remember it. But yeah, it's like I got threatened by one of the better players in the state.
Who was it?
He played for Central.
What was his name?
KW.
Carl.
You remember him? I was yelling stuff.
What was his last name?
When he was shooting.
What was his last name?
White.
Yeah,
he's actually a cool dude.
Yeah,
I met him before, but I was joking around while he was on the line at one of the games, and I can't remember what I was even saying, but I was just saying a bunch of, and he like freaked out because he got the ball from out of bounds. He's like, "You shut up," and said some other stuff. Yeah. And I was like, "Yep." And so this guy comes.
You got in his head. You helped the team.
I did, and we won.
Yes, that's the most important part about it.
And then so what happened was this guy, I had to go to the bathroom. He comes and takes my spot. I was like, dude, don't take my spot.
Dog.
He's like, what? He's like, well, we want to stay. I'm like, don't take my spot. I was a little like cocky, arrogant. I wasn't living for the Lord.
Yeah.
And so we leave. We knew exactly, like he was kind of a friend, but we knew exactly where he lived. Me and 2 other guys, we bought, I want to say 12 dozen eggs.
Oh gosh.
We went ballistic egging his house. Ballistic. I wake up that next morning to a phone call, and I may have forgotten that I even did that night. Yeah. I was amnesia.
Yeah, you just Sleep. Yeah.
I just
tough
felt
sleep.
tough sleep. But and he says, "You ready to go?" And I'm like, "Oh man, I either can be."
Just called you?
Oh, he's like, yeah, he knew it was me. Somebody told him. I don't know how like one of our friends that we were with.
You didn't give what you talking about, bro?
Texted his girlfriend. Oh no, I knew. He knew right away. And I was like, where are we meeting? He's like, this place, 20 minutes.
Man.
We met at an apartment complex.
Come on.
Outside.
Where at?
In Bellevue. And we pull up, he pulls up, he gets out. I have my like entourage of like 3 people. He has his entourage of 2 or 3 people. We didn't mess around. We go up. I'm like, we doing this? He's like, yep. I just walk up to him thinking I'm going to lay him out.
Did he destroy you?
Oh, I know. Dude, this was wild. And just to give you guys a heads up, he was the strongest kid in our class by bench press. Not joking. He had the strongest bench press. And it's like something in me. We will equally tie. When they looked at us the next day at school and the teachers goes, he's like, yeah, he's like, I heard a little bit about, he's like, you guys both got the bad end of that or whatever. He's like, who won? And I said, I don't know. But we had respect for each other. We were cool. Like after that, we hit each other like probably 15 times in the face. My face, I had a concussion. I mean, a full on concussion.
What did your parents say? They just act like nothing happened?
Yeah. And then
hey, Paul, how are you, honey? Oh,
I think I probably made up something like I fell down the stairs.
Oh, I fell off of a bridge.
I think I said my girlfriend pushed me down the stairs. No, I didn't say that.
I could see you saying that.
I don't even remember what I said. I don't even know that. I went over to my friend. I went over to one of my friend's houses after this because, dude, it was crazy. Probably, I could be wrong. 15, 20 cop cars rolled.
Oh,
there.
wow.
We're in the apartment complex hiding in my friend's apartment. So it was where one of my friends lived. So we're in the complex just sitting there while cops are walking. We hear them. We see sirens. They're going Oh, it's crazy. It was like, I mean, people were outside.
You were a criminal.
It was a fight.
Not
like,
a criminal.
It wasn't
it
wasn't like a couple punches
what
thrown.
Are we
we're on
do?
the ground.
Arrest you guys though for beating each other up? No one won.
I mean,
what are we gonna do?
I kind of won. I think I won. I did win. I won because I was the guy probably supposed to lose. I set a tone.
You said that you
a tone.
No one won.
I mean, I'm trying to be nice here.
Why would you try to be nice?
I don't know. I think I won.
Congrats, bro.
I laid some haymakers. I mean, some haymakers.
I love it.
Tackled him.
Wait, all because he took your seat?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how wild my brain was.
Like, there was no reason except he took your seat. Did he end up moving?
No.
So where'd you sit?
It was kind of the end of the game. I think I just stood for a second, just kind of mad.
You're just mad and you're like, I'll show you.
Yep. And then I did.
Our volleyball team was really good. I think they lost one game and it was like the semifinals or something.
Okay.
My senior year, we used to dress up and is that what you guys would do too? Like dress up with different themes or whatever?
Yeah.
When you say you did that to Carl White, I said stuff to high school girls.
You were the heckler of the high school girls?
Are we trying to win or are we not?
That's true. And I mean, part of high school sports, it is fun doing
What
that.
are we doing?
Don't you think it's kind of fun when
It
you're...
was my favorite.
It's awesome. We got to be honest.
You don't say anything like... Well, maybe you did.
I wasn't... I mean...
But like I'm saying, like, you're not going to say anything... I mean, it might hurt a little.
I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed of the stuff I would say.
Really?
Oh, wasn't good.
Like, I probably can't even say it on here.
I could not say it on here and feel good about it.
Yeah,
All right, kids, cover your ears. I'll say it now. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Bro, we'd mess around with the line. We wouldn't cross it, but we'd mess around. There was a time that our principal had to come over though.
But see,
I felt like we were just a soft school when we did that.
We were
They're like, boys, you can't say that. It's like
that was our athletic department.
We're trying to compete.
Bellevue's known for like basically like sounds bad, but like the weakest because they like the whole administration. It was a very controlled environment. It wasn't like OPS where kids would go crazy, could do what they want. Man. We had like rules.
I loved it when I would have away games and people would try to heckle me.
Oh, I wish you ever came. You never came to Bellevue West. That would have been.
I wish. I'm just saying.
I would have been a guy. You would remember me. You'd be like, oh my gosh, no, because I was a junior. It was mostly seniors.
I probably wouldn't have remembered you. But I mean, sometimes I think we need that to get us calluses.
What
know?
did you ever have times where you would get like thrown off by fans? Like, did you ever have that, or did you train your brain not to? I'm serious. Like
no.
See, that's why I wouldn't have been good at those sports. And I probably would have gotten in a fight with fans.
The stuff that I would hear every game.
Crazy.
Yes. And in college, I remember we were at Montana State. They beat Colorado, and we were rolling in. We won our first game. They beat Colorado. We went to Montana State and beat the brakes off them. I remember before the game, them calling me not nice names for being short. And I mean, because I was a littler guy.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're allowed to use the words, but use your imagination.
Something with somebody that's short.
Yes, somebody that's short. And they were just jawing. And where the running backs warmed up was on their sideline right in front of the student section. First drive, I had like a 40-yard touchdown down that sideline.
Did you look at them?
I look at them, I'm like...
Didn't you end up having a good game?
Oh.
Crazy
yes,
game.
Like well over 200 yards and like 2 or 3 touchdowns.
That's the best revenge.
I loved it. It was one of my... That was a great memory because they were really, really good. We were really good too. But they were D1 AA. They beat a D1 team. We were D2 and beat the brakes off them. And it could have been worse.
Did you play the whole game? Or like, do you get like in the fourth quarter?
No, we didn't like beat them by 50.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like we beat them by 2 possessions, and we were up by 3 possessions. They scored late.
You think your coach would have put me in if I was backing you up?
No, I don't. We've had this talk. You couldn't play, but the heckling. No, Bro, that was
I could have been a heckler.
It was my favorite thing when people heckled. I remember we were playing at I think it was in Lincoln. We were at a holiday tournament, and we played Grand Island, and they were kind of like a rival.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I mean? For us, because North Platte, Grand Island, North Platte, Kearney, Grand Island. We were all the Class A schools that were out west. And I remember they were like grabbing me, and like I had like scratches all over. I was getting pretty annoyed, and their fans were yelling at me, and they ripped my jersey, and I look at my jersey and like start pointing at it to the fans, and I'm like, "You're talking to me? Look at this!" And I went for over 30 against them. So I was like,
the best revenge.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
Who was their best player during that time? Sorry,
Shane Sweeney was good. Senior year, good player. Your junior year.
Yeah, I remember him. Trying to think of.
So he was their best then.
Yeah, he was.
And then they had a kid that played baseball, Johnny Dorn. His name was.
Yes, that's
he
the
was
kid.
pretty good
The kid I was thinking of, Johnny Dorn.
Yeah,
Where's
Shane was
he
the
at
better
now?
basketball player.
That sounds familiar. Johnny Dorn.
Maybe because he played baseball at Nebraska.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh, that sounds.
I feel like you don't know who he is.
I feel like we did. Did we do anything? Do we know him from business at all?
We do not.
Okay. That's a cool name.
But
Johnny,
if you want to know him for it, yeah.
I want that name, Johnny Dorn.
But I loved hecklers. You wouldn't have done good.
Oh, I would have had so much fun.
My favorite thing is how you say it was your puberty. But there are so many other factors why you didn't play.
That's my biggest.
You're a terrible attitude.
I had a bad attitude.
You couldn't.
But I had a good attitude towards my coaches.
You were
knew,
mentally weak.
My coach knew. I was mentally strong though. Like at the end of the games, I was always the one with ball with balls. I did have balls too. But sorry.
Sorry for saying balls.
Yeah, it's true. But at the end of the game, I was the.
Where are we?
I always I never.
Where are we? Kindergarten.
I never was like scared. I loved the thrill of that part. So I think they saw that.
Yeah, but that's not mental toughness.
But I was just like, towards everything. I was like, you know how I am. You know my brain didn't change that much. It's been redeemed, but it's You know my brain.
That sounds so much like something you'd say.
You know my brain.
I've been redeemed, but my brain's the same. I've been redeemed,
but my brain's the same.
Brain's the same. I would love to see you one time in the mode that you always talk about. Talk about getting technicals and stuff like that. I mean, were they the softest refs ever?
No.
Because I've never seen you get like, and when you get worked up, I guess we've talked about it. I guess one time I've seen you fly off the handle as flag football. That was my favorite thing in the world.
Why do parents, like, why do we, when our kids are 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, why do we fly? Like, why do we even care? Like, truthfully, like, it is actually, if you think about it, like, abstractly, let's just bring it's hilarious.
It just doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Why do we even enter in?
The only time that I will, this is too consistent with my life. If I feel like there's a right, wrong, and you did something wrong, then I'll struggle. If my kids are just getting just getting beat, it's like,
just love on them.
They're just, no.
Oh, what do? Encourage them?
No, they just got beat and they lost. Whatever. All right, good try. But like,
do you know what my
did you just say? Oh, we just gotta love on them. I don't know. Like, they lost a game. That, like, if that's the worst thing that happens in their life,
it's true. Do you remember? Do you know what,
love on them?
Do you want to hear what my?
I love my kids.
I didn't even tell you this last night.
I'm probably like glad I didn't tell me.
All right, you're gonna like this one. So my son goes. We were talking about flag football because I was asking him. I said, "What did you like?" I was like, "Why don't you want to play this year?" And he's like, "I don't know." But he said, "Hey, do you remember?" Because he was laughing. Do you remember when we'd lose, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm happy you guys lost. Like, your attitudes are like you were just
yes,
and you didn't even care." Like I said, "Yeah,
why would
he doesn't
I
care about winning." Like, it's not. I just thought that was so funny because so many people care about winning, and your whole thing was stop whining if you lose. Just be a team. Like. It is funny. Yeah, we got to put things in perspective. Like, youth sports has gotten out of control.
Dog. Like, we just lost our last game of a tournament, the last game of the year. Really good. Our kids played really good.
4th grade?
And we played 14 games. The teams we played like 50.
It's crazy.
And we won the silver division, so we played in the gold. We won our first game, which was wild. I don't even know if I want to go there. And then we lost the second, and I talked to the kids. I go, yeah, I know you might be sad. That's all right. Like, we tried hard this year, right? Did we have fun this year? Like, my biggest thing, if we're going to have kids play and I'm going to coach, my goal is not to win every game. I think we have something so wrong if our goal is to win every game. Like, so wrong. My goal at the end of the 14 games like this year is that all 8 of those girls had fun and want to play again next year.
Is that Bill Belichick in you? Is that the same way he played and coached?
No, but I bet he would if it was 4th graders.
I bet you're right.
Like, all these people that are like living and dying by 4th graders.
It's crazy.
Like, I'm a little worried about like what's going on.
Yeah. Because it doesn't matter.
No.
And we both know. Like,
There's one here. Let me just share this. There's one guy that said something to me, and I might have responded in maybe not the best way. But a guy was complaining about every call. Like, dog, like, it was all ball. I said it like twice and got mad and asked me to, like, he was like, basically.
Go to coffee?
Yeah, he said, hey, do you want to get a latte? Is what breve latte. No, he said something like, you can't talk to me, because I was saying something to their scorekeeper. I was like, this is ridiculous. And I go, all right, come over here. And I go, they're 4th graders. And number one, it was all ball. Well, then next time down, it was all ball again. They called a foul, and he goes, well, what'd you think about that one? And I said,
it's all ball.
Honestly, it was all ball, but it doesn't bother me that they called a foul because they're 4th grade girls. Like, I was like, what's going on? And it's not to out, like, and it's not to out this guy. Like, he doesn't know who I am anyways. But like he doesn't know my name.
Yeah, he probably does.
But it's more than anything, it's like, let's just like, how do we kind of compete and let our kids compete and like urge them on to compete, but not be crazy? Like, our girls tried. They did their best. It's a great life lesson to lose. Man, I played on some sucky teams growing up.
It's true.
So many people are worried about like, hey, let's make sure. I just want my son or my daughter to play on a good team. I don't care.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Probably even better.
It's probably more important to lose than to win.
Learning adversity at a young age and how to overcome it is an extremely important.
Bravo.
See?
You won a 5th grade tournament in Omaha, Nebraska. Let's high five. Oh, in Des Moines, you took down the 5th graders or U13 soccer.
Great.
I bet you're going to get a great NIL deal off of that. Now, I'm intense. Like, if I feel like someone's getting wronged, I will say something. Like, if I feel like they're trying to injure one of my kids, or I feel like
then
I'm going to say something. Now, and I'll be louder than most. I'll be like, that's a terrible call. Or you need to call that. So I'm not saying I won't voice but it's not on the win-lose. It's more on the, like, maybe figure something out so no one gets hurt.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that.
How many times have you cried
and I do
after a
voice
game?
that. How many games have I cried?
In your entire life?
I think I cried after my senior year of high school football.
Okay.
And I think I did. And I think I did after my senior year of college football. And it's not for the reasons you'd think.
What about
it wasn't for
when you lost the Super Bowl?
Because it was like, me and my best friends are never going to play again.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
It wasn't because of, dude, like.
What about the Super Bowl? What's it like? I want to hear, like, give us what do you go do after you lose a Super? Like, what's it like? Because people are partying. Like, what did you do after that?
We went to the hotel that my family was staying at.
So
there was a after party. We started to go and it was like, this sucks. So we just went to the hotel and sat around with my family, had a drink, and went to bed.
Did you sit in the locker room?
You know what we did?
What's the conversation in the locker room? Give us
nothing. Everyone's hugging each other because you know that the team's not going to be the same next year. Like, people are so, like, I hate it when people are like, oh, just so passionate about it. If you cry, it's like, I don't know about that. It sounds like maybe you just didn't get your way. Like, I didn't have the type of dinner I wanted to have, so I just cried because things didn't go my way. Dog, as long as, like, I gave my full effort, who cares, right? Like, I was disappointed. I was like, man, we could have won the Super Bowl. But I've said this many times. I think I've said it here. My life wouldn't look any different now.
Except I would be wearing your Super Bowl ring.
It would still be in the case, and I wouldn't bring it out. I don't know if I'd allow you to see it.
I would. It'd be cool though if I could wear it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't let you see it.
Do you have another championship ring?
I have like an AFC championship.
Do you have
ring.
any other ones?
I have the Hall of Fame one, the College Football Hall of Fame.
I should wear those next week. We should wear rings.
You can wear them if you want. I don't even know where it's at, and that just happened a year ago. I have no idea where it's at.
That's wild.
So I have that. I have some college football ones for, like, winning the conference. But
do you know I've never got a Letterman jacket?
I never had a Letterman jacket.
Oh. Do you know I've never gotten
and can I say this?
Any rings in my adulthood for winning anything?
Nope, you just got a wedding ring and that's it. And you don't even wear that. I don't wear one.
I lost mine. It actually broke.
We're the tattoo guys.
We're the tattoo guys.
So wrong.
It says DMP, Danny and Paul. I love it. Oh, did we tell everybody?
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm just joking. My wife's name is actually John. She's Emily. She's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I say stuff just to throw my friends off here, even while we're on podcasts. Am I right?
It's so weird. Bro, I'm so going to throw you off. I'm going to act like I'm married to not my wife. I just really want to throw my friends off. But anyways,
it was funny.
Back to the sports. It's like you lose, and you know what we did? We went and talked about it, and I talked about how thankful I was to get to play in the game. Whatever.
Did Bill give like a big talk afterwards?
No.
Like, what's he say? Good job, guys.
I don't remember.
Better luck next year.
He didn't say that.
Oh.
No, but like we handled it like, I don't know, man. And like, so like what I think's missing, and I see it too often, like, let's teach our kids now how to act so they're not crazy when they're in high school. Like, I see so many kids crying, stomping, getting mad, blaming other teammates. If I would have ever blamed another kid,
That's one
My
thing.
dad coached me. I would have never played. You don't play. If you blame someone else, if you talk about someone else. Now, when we get home, if it's just me and him, I'll be like, yeah, Dad, what was he doing here? Then we can talk about it. If you ever made someone else look bad, you're just not going to play.
Do you know
will
do you
not
know
play.
that's a big rule in my house? It's like if you ever like turn on your teammate or anything like that, you're done. Like you are not, I would go out and take him out.
It's just a bad practice.
Yeah, you just don't do that. You encourage your teammates.
Well, and so the thing is, it's what's happening is kids are playing so many games. They don't even know what winning and losing is sometimes, or they'll complain about stuff, or they'll complain to the coaches, and it's not good.
I think a lot of times it's their parents, though, now. It's gotten so bad.
It is, well, because they think they're going to get a scholarship.
I don't know where parents get this at. Like we've
Chat
developed,
GPT.
Yeah, if my son plays 80
they
games a
it.
year and I spend an ungodly amount of money on his sports development, he's going to go pro, right?
Hey, guess how much our basketball team costed?
How much?
Take a guess.
$500.
$75.
It's amazing.
We made it to where, like, that's what youth sports is about. We have some old hand-me-down jerseys. Next year, we're going to have to probably get some new ones, and I hope they just look like a bunch of scumbag jerseys. Like, give me something that looks blue-collar. I want rips in them.
Do you remember your first jersey when you were a freshman in high school, how cool it was getting that? I remember just loving it. It was the old Bellevue West jerseys from the varsity back when, like, Zach Fortune and those guys played, and we got those for our freshman year. It was awesome.
I got a varsity jersey.
Yeah, well, you played varsity. I was freshman A. I think did I have Zach Fortune's number? I might have.
I remember Zach Fortune, number
I had
30.
his number 30. I think I had number 30.
He was a baller.
He was a baller.
I don't know what happens sometimes. We totally got not off track, but the youth sports. What happens though is with all these kids, like you play so many games that it's hard not to burn out. Did you like?
Ding ding.
Did you like that transition?
I liked it.
Paul, can you share a little bit about what we're talking about tonight?
No, I don't. I've never been in burnout, so I don't really have like a good grid for it. I've always lived my life relaxed, setting the tone.
Never in chaos.
Never in chaos. I joke. Danny said, "What did you say on the way here? We were talking about burnout, and it was something along the lines of, like, staying, like, not live, like, basically living." How did you say it? And I said, "I've never lived like that."
What was it?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember. See, I'm in burnout. So no, I'm not.
You are.
I don't think I'm in burnout right now. I was realizing this the other week. I think my life's actually pretty good, but I think it's just continuing to refine. I think this is the year. I told you this. I have to set a Sabbath and I have to set an actual schedule of what I'm going to do when I'm going to do it versus being like, oh, I want to, like, I need to meet with this person, need to meet with this person. Why do I need to meet with that person? I got to start going back to my brain. Why? And then it's like, oh.
You're like the complete opposite of me. Like, I will move mountains to not meet. I will move absolute mountains to not meet. Like, if I know it's like a meeting that doesn't matter, and I know these things because I met all day, every day in the NFL. And, like, I mean, I don't know, 5 hours of meetings every day. I knew nothing was getting done in certain ones. Like, it doesn't make me gifted in knowing a meeting that matters and doesn't. But, like, I've been in so many, and it's like, this is a catch-up, get-to-know-you again meeting. I don't need that in my life, dog. I hate there's nothing in this world I hate more than, like, not, like, talking about real things.
Yeah. But I like talking about real things too. I feel like a lot of my meetings, because I'm a question, like, you know, I ask.
You kind of do. Yeah, I think you kind of do.
But I love.
Like, you care.
I do. That's why I think I do.
Is it caring because you care?
Yes. That is. Do you know that's a huge motivation for mine? I will not do things if I don't. If I do not care truthfully, it's hard for me to, like. I have to. That's a question I ask myself every morning. Not joking. It's like, do I actually care
about the meeting? About
anything that I'm doing? Because I think it's so important. Like, I think that's a big part in our society.
You have a lot of, like, mantras.
But I think, well, I do, because I think a lot of people.
I've never once in my life asked myself that.
Oh, that's a huge. I think it's. You know what? I think it's a biblical, like. I think a lot
Do you
of
have to say that every morning?
No. I think a lot of people though, like it's the whole heart of like, Lord, have you given me a heart of love? Like, and how do I know if I have love? This is a question. I actually have been thinking about this. I know I have love if I care.
Yeah.
Because if I don't care, then I'm forcing. And it's like, so then I have to ask myself what the motive is. What's the motive behind
Does that make sense?
That's good.
I won't have a conversation. I won't, like, unless I care. I just don't, I won't. Like, I will not.
Yeah. That's important to care. Like,
but I've never, see, now I will say this, and it probably comes from, and I'm not saying anything's bad about leadership books. I think all that stuff's good. But there's so many things.
I don't.
No, but I'm saying you not grew up, but kind of in your business life, career path.
I was a huge reader of all the leadership books.
I just don't have a lot of like things that I do because someone said I need to do it.
Yeah, see that, and that's the part where I'm trying to get out of, because what I've realized with a lot of those leadership
books are great for.
Yeah, I don't think
people.
They're that great. Most of them.
Okay.
I think now we're finding. I think we're finding. I think we're finding. Well, I think it's like, does it withstand the test of time? Like, and I think this is the question. Like, we're finding out all these leaders that wrote a lot of these books, and I'm not saying all, were just absolute horrible people. And they would tell about cultures that they built and all these great things because they were extremely driven. I'm not saying they weren't talented.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, we do it like, here's how you, all these with people and have these systems. And yet you hear about people that work there and like, this is the worst person ever. I don't ever want to be that person. I want it to be like, hey, because you know why? They were doing stuff to get an outcome. They weren't doing it because they cared. I think that's why I asked myself that question. Do I actually care about this person?
Yeah.
Do I actually care? Like, do I care more about them than even me making money? Do I care more about like, and it's like, but there's balance in that. And I've realized my unhealthiness is, it's like, oh, I'll just go and like, yeah, we'll meet, we'll do this. And it's like really, it's like, it's not caring maybe for my family. Maybe it's not. And that's the thing I'm trying to like replace what care actually looks like. So anyway, that's, if that
makes sense.
Yeah.
When we talk about burnout, what are you talking about in burnout?
I think utter exhaustion. Like,
and but why does this happen?
I think burnout could stem from probably a couple things, but I think for me, burnout stems from overcommitting and people pleasing probably. Those are probably, if I was thinking of.
So when you're saying that, like, what does that look like? Just constant meetings or constant
meetings. And I think one of the things I was listening to this weekend, I think I told you about this, but it's like having time to actually think, having time to do. And when I say that, it's like, it could be 4 hours and you don't need to fill it. You can actually sit there and like work and do stuff. Like when I say work, it's like, it might be like, hey, I'm going to journal for 30 minutes. But I think we look at these things and we're like, especially if you're self-employed, like, and truthfully, like the best leaders, when you actually like hear about how a lot of them led, it was, they created margin. That's an interesting one. I think when you don't live in margin, you're just on a track to not enjoy life.
I think back on football, and I would say my first 5 years wasn't healthy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've shared that with you.
You said your brain didn't.
It was fried. I never thought of anything. Not never. I mean, I'd still like try to do my devotions or whatever in the morning and whatnot. All I thought about was how to not get fired. Like my first 5 years of my career, that's all it was. It consumed me. I was burnt out. I loved the game, but I was burnt the crap out. Like I've shared this here. I've shared this many places. I don't know how many times Stacia caught me staring at a wall. Not a good spot to be in. Like, because I was so consumed and overloaded with work. And it's this past weekend, actually, Pastor Micah at Lifegate talked about Sabbathing. And the thing that I think was so awesome about what he said, there's scripture to back it all up, but I'm just going to go with something he said. But he's like, when you take a full day of no work, what you're actually saying, paraphrased, like you actually trust God to provide. You trust God to provide. and you stop trusting Danny, or you stop trusting Paul. And if we truly like believe this book is real, and we truly believe that God created the heavens and the earth, the animals, the plants, the everything, if we actually believe that, and we believe Jehovah Jireh, the God who provides, we actually should be okay with that, taking that day off.
Yeah.
Because what it is it's also submitting to him and his plans, and like letting him like take over, right?
Yes.
And I think that's something that I had to learn to do. And praise God for, like, I loved New England, but for some reason I needed to be away from there. Like, some people are like, oh, you could have won a Super Bowl. I don't care.
Yeah.
I just don't care. Like, I cared then, I wanted to. But like, no, I just had to trust God on my life looked completely different from year 6 to 10. Completely.
It's where you could actually enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah. And it was just like trusting that his plans are good for me. And trusting that like I still had like certain things in year 2, year 3 where it's like I had to trust God. I had to surrender to God. And like he made things better. But like, man, burnout's not fun. It's not good for your family. It's not good for you.
No, it's horrible.
Probably going to get ulcers. Like, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
And there's so many things like that consume me. I was worried about what the coaches said about me because I wanted to play.
Yeah.
I wanted to not be fired and not a free agent. But yeah, it's not fun. And not a lot of good things happen.
Oh, no, I agree. Oh, I think I think one of the biggest things, like, and I'm really excited. I told you, I'm gonna write some stuff this week while I'm in Wichita. But it's like I've gotten better. Even wouldn't you say, like, my cycles used to be a lot worse.
Oh gosh.
And I'm not. That's not a justification.
No, but it's
true.
It's a different world.
It's a different world. But I'm like, man, I want to live my life where I actually have where I have time to think and dream, and because I am, like,
you're a dreamer.
I have when I can do that.
I don't need that time because I just don't want to dream.
But you like margin.
Sign me up
you
for
like
that.
Margin,
never.
though. But you like margin. Because you like to think about golf, whatever it is. Like,
yes,
whatever.
but I still don't dream. That's where your creative mind, you live in that. You're like Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Do you not remember him, the artist guy?
Bob Ross.
No, that's not exactly what happened. But he was a painter. Do you remember him, Blake?
Oh, Bob Ross.
And he goes, and just a little pretty tree and a little stream.
I love Bob Ross. I do remember Bob Ross.
That's what you are.
PBS. Oh,
just minus the hair.
Yeah.
Much less hair. Like when you shaved it, much less hair.
Much less hair.
But
I think part of it is, it's the trust. It is. You know how I've said, like, with the Lord, I think a lot of this year or last 2 years is trust and surrender.
Yeah.
I think burnout's actually, I think Sabbathing and letting go, like, basically it's like even letting go of, like, what if that person doesn't like me? I'm just having these revelations. Like,
is that something that would kind of cripple you a little?
Oh, big time. Because it's like, I take it as like, I don't want to be a bad example of the gospel. I want to be like, I don't want people.
Or do you think sometimes you also like just mask it as it's that?
Probably, but I'm saying like that's the thought process. Sometimes it's like, well, it's like I want to be there for people. Like, that's something. You've heard me say that.
Yes, you definitely want to.
But I don't have to be there for it. But that's also, that can be hindering because that can be putting ourselves in the place of God.
Think about this. We talk about burnout, and I hopefully no one listens to me or no one hears this that is in the church, right? But like we can do the same thing even in ministry.
Yeah,
or like people volunteering. Like sometimes you see people volunteering and they volunteer their time for everything.
Everything.
And we've seen it with people, and it's like it gets to a point where it's like they're volunteering so much, and then next thing you know, they're done, not even go to church here.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I'm not saying at LifeGate, I'm just saying at wherever you're at.
Yeah.
I mean, it could happen at LifeGate, but it could happen anywhere. Like you get so burnt out, and it's like, how do we even empower people to like, hey, serve, because like we're called to, but like let's also like get poured into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you see it all the time.
It's the number one thing. I remember when I got saved, I remember there was a pastor and he was talking about like the number one challenge we get these people that get on fire for the Lord and they want to just plug in everywhere. He said the number one thing he would tell people is don't join one group, don't do anything, or maybe have one group, but all you need to do, get in the Word and just start like spending time with Jesus. Like all your times you spend volunteering or I'm excited or this, we should almost just say no. It's like, go spend time with the Lord for a year or two. Not that you can't serve, like maybe pick one thing that you love, but it's like a lot of these people, it's like, oh, I'm going to go to church 3 nights a week, 4 nights a week. I'm going to this program, this group, because they're so excited.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, but we should be like, hey, no,
let's take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath, get with the Lord, and build your foundation. That's one thing, like my wife and I have been having this talk lately, is in evangelical Christianity, charismatic, whatever you want to call it, and probably it could be every religion, but it doesn't matter. But it's like,
it's just church sometimes.
But we are really good. We can give it great experience, or when people are there, it's really fun. But we do a really bad job at personal formation.
Yeah. I mean, it's in a way, it's the same thing that I was doing with football. Yeah. I mean, it really is. And it's still something that like I have to, in everything, in my work, in my golf, in church work, whatever it is. Like Stacia and I have this, I can't remember if this is the verse, but Stacia always talks about it, but it's Proverbs 27:23. It says, be sure you know the condition of your flocks, give careful attention to your herds. And man, the flock that we have right now is we have our 4 kids. Man, God, I'm so thankful God entrusted me with them. Because if I was God, our Pastor Mike would always, like sometimes he'll say, if I was God, I wouldn't God like God. I don't know if I'd trust me with 4 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if like if I was like, I don't know about that guy. Might give him 2. Maybe. And one of them is going to be super reserved.
What do you think he says to me?
And you got 5, dog. But like my thing is he gave me and Stacia 4 kids.
Yeah.
And he actually knew he was doing that. Like it wasn't like, crap, a couple slipped through the cracks. Or it wouldn't be cracks, but
cracks.
Picture it. But he was like, no, that this is, I trust them. I trust them with 4 kids. And it's like, man, I want to be careful with, Stacia always says this, we don't want our children to be 24 years old, 25 years old and be like, man, my parents did a lot of work did a lot for other people in the church. We want them to say, man, mom and dad loved us and they were there for us and they did a lot of stuff for us. It's a balancing act, and it's something every year we have to look each other in the face and be like, hey, are we able to still do this? Like, are we still caring for our initial flock?
Yeah.
Like, are we still pouring into our 14, 12, 10, and 8-year-old how we're supposed to pour into a 14, 12, 10, and 8-year-old? Are we going to be pouring into our freshmen in high school how we're supposed to? She's going to have 4 years left of high school. 4 years left in our home, which as a dad, that kicks me right in the throat.
Oh, it's depressing.
Like, that's one of the hardest things.
When I think about that with my kids, that's going to be an area you're going to have to pray with me a lot during those.
Yes.
Because I'm not the person
baby.
who's
I'll be sobbing when my oldest leaves. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But like that's difficult. But what?
Well, we'll probably I don't probably shave her head and we'll salute her, and she'll have a army outfit on. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, could happen. But like, I don't want her to leave for college or whatever she's gonna do.
Yeah.
Like if she's gonna go play a sport or whatever. I actually want her crying.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna miss being with us. I don't want it to be like, I'm ready. I'm actually ready to get out of here because mom and dad didn't actually pay that much attention to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go figure out my life. Now, I want her to figure out her life, and I want her to like find a man who loves Jesus. Like that part doesn't scare me as much.
But you don't want her being like, think about the story. Oh, I really respect my parents. They worked very hard for us.
I don't want that.
Tell us anything else. Crickets.
Yeah.
Think about how many people we know like that.
Yeah.
Like I've heard like some people like, I really respect them. Like they're hard. Like they may respect because they're like probably, truthfully, it's like probably a nice person. And then there's horrible ones where you hear the opposite.
And I think we get that too by guarding ourselves from burnout.
Yeah.
I think if we're getting burned out, it's hard to actually care for our flock.
Oh, I agree.
If we're so consumed with work, football,
Yeah, whatever it is.
or it could be a rise and
church
ministry.
Yeah,
It can be whatever, but like
anything.
I think the biggest thing is like, let's be healthy.
Yeah,
Let's make sure like Sabbath is important.
yeah,
You're giving that day to God and like just the rest, like that's important. And I think that's something, I was talking to Stacia about it. And yes, we have certain times and we've been in seasons. This season's been a little tougher for our Sabbath, but it's like, regardless of maybe it's 18 hours this week, let's set it aside to the Lord.
yeah.
Instead of like just having 18 hours of rest. Because there's something I think that's different when you have given that to him.
I do too. I think there's a difference because I like feel like honestly, like since I've started watching Nebraska basketball and other stuff, I've really enjoyed my life. But it's like I do like to relax. Like I like to watch sports. I love watching movies. But it's like actually giving your day where you're like, I'm going to give like even just responding to people, however, whatever, for me, it'd be like quick response, all that stuff. It's like versus being like, no, I'm going to actually like put this, not just saying, it doesn't have to be like some people like having their phones on them. It doesn't matter. But I think just being like, I'm not a slave to this thing.
Yeah.
Like I am going to like, don't you think that's important?
Yeah. And I think it's more so just whatever boundaries you have to put in your life, put them in. Like if I'm with my family and I'm not going to work or I'm not, someone will let me know if it's urgent.
Yeah.
And they're like dying. Like they'll let me know. Like if it's just a text or it's just a phone call, I can probably get back to them.
I can wait.
It
See,
can
I
wait.
got to get that in my brain.
Well, unless they're like, they'll let you know if like they need you to breathe
Yeah.
because you're good at CPR.
I'm so good at CPR.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've had to do CPR. I've had to do CPR on people too.
Oh, fair. But resting and Sabbathing, it doesn't have to, Sabbathing can look different for everyone. Me, I watch screens.
Maybe we have
I actually love what we do the heck out of screens on Sabbath.
So just because maybe what we do is we have a whole one on with maybe because we're gonna start having some guests on.
Yeah.
We do have somebody that talks about Sabbath sometime and how like who's a master at like just a master at Sabbath. You know who is? My brother-in-law.
Oh,
Tyler. He's like it's crazy hearing how they prepare for it. Like, but it's like
that's
relaxing
awesome.
for that. It's wild.
That's awesome. Well, don't burn out. Rest.
If you guys see me next week and I have I actually feel pretty great today. I'm not burnt out.
No, finish what you were going to say.
I was going to say I would have massive, just black eye, like, what do they call it? Like from,
I don't know,
just
that's allergies.
tired or allergies. But I was like, you just look at me, then you just need to start praying. Know that I wasn't in.
What a way to end this, right?
Sorry. I'm going to start not being in burnout.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Rest a little.
Rest a little. You all rest a little.
Why do you always say something weird after we say something?
Rest a little. I got to call my wife real quick.
I'll be honest. That's a topic I could talk on for.
It's actually good. I could have kept moving.